Good morning, children. Today I want to discuss with you 12th chapter in MSc, that is traffic sense. As you know, you can easily understand this word. Oftenly you could hear here and there where you are traveling along with your parents, right? You know that a beautiful picture is given here to understand that what is traffic. And having the sense of traffic, it is very much important for us. If we don't have the right understanding about the traffic, then we will face a lot of problems with this. Let's discuss what is this traffic and what kind of sense we need to have it. With the progress in the modes of transportation, more and more vehicles have started plying on roads. Roads are flooded and very often there is traffic jam. Caution on the road should be our primary concern to control accidents. A death on a road is always a tragedy for the family. If a man meets with an accident, a woman loses her husband, and the children lose a father, a young man's death is a loss for the family and his friends. This loss can never be repaid. Authorities have set the speed limit of vehicles to keep the road safe. So, as children, as you know this, in the first paragraph, the author want to explain what is the mode of transportation as well as how the roads are flooded with the vehicles. It's like an accumulation of vehicles. And in the first paragraph, it is also explained the importance of a person. And a death on a roadway is always a tragedy for the family. He wants to tell that how a person is important to his family members as well as friends and the relatives whomever he has. That is explained like if a person meets with an accident, that it's not only a loss for himself who died, it is a big loss for his family members, especially for if he is having wife, it is a great loss for her. She loses her husband, and if he is having the mother and father, that parents, it's a great loss for the parents also. And not only that, it's a big pain to the people those who are around to him. So that's the reason he says that that cannot be repaired. The loss of a person cannot be repaired. So that it is compulsory to have the speed limits of a vehicle to keep the road safe. Here are some guidelines which are given. So let us go ahead to discuss. The government makes guidelines as well as the rules of the roads to mobilize the traffic smoothly. It decides the parking areas. It marks some roads for one way traffic. It provides pedestrians with zebra crossing. It instructs the public that no horn should be used near hospitals, schools, and in residential areas. So these principles are very important for us. I mean, for uh, the citizens of our nation. Very oftenly we could notice here and there that no parking areas, right? Because the reason is if there are no parking areas, all of them will come and park the areas, the vehicles together. So that will create a great problems to others. So some way here and there we could find that one way traffic also. Otherwise, if there is no systematic transportation, then people and the vehicle will come from here and there. And the people, those who are walking on the foot, they need to use that pedestrians areas where the zebra crossings are provided for them. Not only that, it instructs to the public that no horn should be used to the vehicle users, especially where the hospitals and schools and residential areas are there. That creates pollution, sound pollution, as well as it will lead to the health issues also. It was one of the dangers on roads through road signs. We should use that road cross and the road signs where it is noted here and there. Oftenly, if you notice carefully, if you travel with your parents to any other occasion, that you could notice the road signs here and there where there is crossing and where there is danger in front of them and where the curve is there, all these things will be already noted there. So, children, it is very important for us to understand the rules of the traffic as well as the guidelines which we need to follow it. There are some rules for the people who are traveling in a vehicle. So, what are those rules? Let us discuss. First one, those who ride on motorbikes must wear helmets. Helmets will save their head in an accident. As you notice, a person who is walking, traveling in a vehicle on motorbikes, he wore that helmet because it gives that safety to head as well as to his life. Once he gets injured to head, then he will lose his life also. So that it is very important to wear helmets. People who sit in a car must use seat belts. The seat belt is used for their safety. Sudden brakes can cause injury to the passengers if they are without seat belts. In case of an accident, the seat belt can minimize head injuries. Those who are traveling in a car, they must use the seat belts. That is also for safety and security for our life. The major accidents we could find in a car just because of that they are not using the seat belts. And third one, never use a mobile phone while driving a vehicle. Using a mobile phone while driving is very dangerous as it may divert the driver's attention. He or she must stop the vehicle at roadside before using the mobile phone. Using mobile phone is not and strictly not allowed to a person who is driving the vehicle. If he wants to attend any call from any emergency, so he has to stop the vehicle at roadside before using the mobile phone. That is good for him as well as his family members. Fourth one is pedestrian must use the footpath while walking on road and cross the roads at the zebra crossing. So for the people those are walking on foot, the zebra crossings are provided for them to cross the roads, so that you use them properly and for your safety to cross the roads safely. Don't cross the roads here and there where there is no zebra crossing. You must use the zebra crossing and cross the roads. Fifth one, while traveling in the bus, do not punish people standing in front of you. Get in or get off a bus only when the driver stops it. Do not distract the driver. This is also one of the important the rule we need to understand that without diverting the or distracting the driver, we should behave properly, so that's the reason that we are coming to school and studying all these things. So the children, so you need to educate your parents, those who don't know all these things. You must tell all these things, way to walk and way to cross the road and how to behave while driving the motorbikes, as well as when you are traveling in a car, how to use the seat belts and how to cross the roads. All these things must be followed by all of us in the family. Otherwise, we should lose our life. Finally, I want to tell you one thing, children. If we lost a person, we cannot replace the same person. We can have the other members in our family, in our surroundings, but the same person we cannot replace. So that a person who is having in our life, they are very important for us as well as to their family members. So finally, one sentence that I want to read it for you. The traffic sense makes you safe. So try to understand the value of the traffic, the importance of your life, and follow the traffic sense. I hope you will follow it in your future. When you become older, you will follow all these things. Not only follow it, and you can educate to others also. Have a safety life, children. Bye bye.